Welcome to Leader Lifestyle Hub. As we have set the target of completing 200 books in the entire year, here comes the book number 170. The name of the book that we have today is Anything You Want. Without any delay, let us see the top 3 lessons and top 3 are target audience of this book. Anything You Want is the name of the book and written by Derek Sivers. Target audience of this book is the 17-year-old with big eyes from reading startup world news. A 47-year-old with a passion for coding, helping helpful apps, but who feels overwhelmed by all the marketing and business advice out there. And anyone who wants to start a business as an introvert. Let us see the small synopsis. Anything You Want teaches you how to build a business that is based on who you are and can become anything you want it to be, rather than following the traditional paths of startup or corporate culture. Let us listen from the author himself, Derek Sivers. Most people don't know why they are doing what they are doing. They imitate others, go with the flow, and follow paths without making their own. On Tim Ferriss' homepage, there is a testimonial from the New York Times calling him a cross between Jack Welch and a Buddhist monk. If that is true, then Derek Sivers is a cross between yet another Buddhist monk and Tim Ferriss. With the same creative approach to life and experimental entrepreneur mindset, but another 2 levels quieter. I first bumped into Derek via AppSumo when they shared his little video course, Uncommon Sense. I was stunned by his super calm, witty, intuitive, and dead simple suggestions. Anything You Want is his book with 40 gems of advice to entrepreneurs based on his success in creating, growing, and eventually giving away. CD Baby in exchange for a $22 million check going into a charity for music education. I'm really grateful I got even more insights from Derek thanks to Blinkist. The man is an endless well of wisdom. Some of my favorites are How to Start a Movement, Uncommon Sense, and his podcasts with the Tim Ferriss. Given that Anything You Want is a fairly short 88 pages only, I'm sure it's one of the next ones I can fit into my tight schedule once I downloaded it from my Kindle. Let us see the top 3 lessons of this book. Here are the 3 great lessons from him to start a new business that can be anything you want. Improve your ideas until you can't not turn one into a business. Improve your ideas until you can't turn one into a business. And the second important lesson is start without funding or venture capitalist money. And delegate, but not too much. Ready to rock and roll? Here we go. Let's get started. Dig deeper into each and every lesson. Lesson number 1. Improve your ideas until you can't turn one into a business. Derek never intended to build a $1 million business. In fact, he had it before. After starting a bunch of businesses that failed. But he never stopped improving his ideas and practicing his creative muscles. The only way to hit an idea that will not only take you, but a lot of other people by storm is to keep improving them. A great indicator that you are on something is when you get a lot of good feedback on your idea instantly. Let us take an example. When Derek put his own CD up for sale on his website, his friends thought it was such a great idea that they asked him to put theirs up too. When lots of people want to get in on your idea early on, that's a good sign you have a winner. Derek was almost forced to start CD Baby because so many people asked him to help with selling their CDs as well. Only when your idea gets such great feedback that you almost cannot not start it, then it's time to think about building a business. So improve your ideas until you cannot turn one into the business. Let us move on to the lesson number 2. You don't need funding, start without it. It's hard to imagine that there was a time before venture capital and angel investing. Nowadays, every 8th grader with a half-assed idea for the next bubblegum wants $1 million before even stepping up shop. But money is not what will help your grow idea. Means whatever your idea is there, money is not the thing which helps you to grow that idea. When your idea helps people and they love it so much, they will tell all their friends, and that's when you grow. Having zero money to begin with can thus become a huge advantage because it keeps you focused on giving your customers the best experience and doing everything you can to serve them. Start with resources you have and be creative in solving problems. Let us take another example. While I don't have the money to buy 365 books a year, nor the time to read one entire book a day, I am able to afford a Blinkist membership, read a summary every day, and publish what I learn on here. It's about making do instead of excuses. Even you can also take one daily book summary free, which is providing by Blinkist. In the same way, there are lots of apps which are helping in current world. Even AI also came into the picture to help us. Let us move on to the lesson 3. Do delegate, but don't do over it. I am so guilty of this one, especially when you are running solo or starting a micro business. It is super hard to give up control. You think you are the only one capable of doing the things the right way, but you have so much to do that it's almost impossible to keep up with everything. Not delegating can have a severe consequence to the burning out. If you do more and more delegate, you will be burned out. You take on more than you can handle and eventually end up collapsing from all the stress. In order to know what to delegate and when to delegate, keep a list of all recurring problems. That way you can come up with the instruction manuals on how to solve them. Even video tutorials or courses are great, and then hand them over to people you trust with the task, whether they are your employees or they are your freelancers or virtual assistants. However, you can also delegate too much, especially when there is not enough trust or control. Derek loved delegating, and so he gave people a great deal of freedom until he received a call from his accountant saying an employee had just put a profit sharing plan in place where all company profits are split among the staff without Derek even knowing about it. That's when he knew he had slightly over delegated. A solid middle ground is to entrust processes you can afford to let go with people you trust and let them know you have faith in them while simultaneously establishing a control mechanism like a monthly check-in to make sure things don't spin out of control. This is all about top 3 lessons. Improve your ideas until you cannot turn one into a business. Just improve the ideas how to help people of solving a problem. And the second thing is start your business without funding or any venture capitalist money. Well, because your people will help you to run over the business in the next runs. Delegate, but not too much. And let me repeat the quotation that we have learned. Most people don't know why they are doing what they are doing. They imitate others, go with the flow, and follow the paths without making their own. Now, I recommend a small action step today. So identify why you are doing what you are doing, and identify the new path for yourself without copying any others, and share that one path that you have find out in the comments below. Thank you so much. See you again in the another book summary another day. Until then, stay connected.